Alright, Chad, I got some guys I want you to meet. Welcome to the sausage party, brother.
We're back!
Guess who's back? Back again.
Rakes Road is back.
Tell a friend.
This is technically our first YouTube video. We have some shorts on here, and we also post on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. But we decided that we wanted to start doing full-length YouTube videos. As our first one, we wanted to talk a little bit about where we've been, hit some major points on our 2025 plans. We're already almost 3 months into 2025, so.
And a little bit about why we fell off.
A lot happened last year, and a lot's gonna happen this year, so we're just gonna go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, here comes the rough stuff. No, he ain't gonna
So at the beginning of 2024, we started off strong. We had the ball rolling. Randall, our son, he was just starting to walk. We were excited for him to start helping us around the homestead by, like, you know, feeding animals, being able to spread out food and get more interactive with them safely.
We had a lot of goals of 2024, and we started off so strong, and a lot of them just fizzled out throughout the year.
Yeah. I sure hope these 3-inch screws will work.
At least they got a good personality. So at the beginning of the year, I had this goal to take what we grew, raised, and just acquired on the homestead and make a small business out of just selling them.
Trading, bartering.
Crickets. None of that happened, and we'll talk a little bit about why none of this happened. But
a local community started doing something pretty cool. It's like a farmer's market. We were so determined to get to that point of selling and meeting people and networking through that market. Everything that we wanted to grow and make and do ourselves started falling apart. We were just so gung-ho about it. And we didn't take the right steps to get to it or the time.
And that really sucks, because it was like my biggest goal of 2024 was to do that. So hopefully this year we will be able to do it. Hopefully. Wait, babe, the chickens, not the ducks.
I thought we were moving the roosters out. Mission failed successfully.
Okay, I don't know what kind of trans breed that is, but Trump's getting rid of all that, babe. When we first got this camera, and before we got the camera, we had recorded a couple hours of us planting a variety of seeds and showing them as seedlings, and just overall trying to incorporate them into our social media the best we could, because one of the main things we were excited about last year is growing a garden. Well, we didn't plan it out like we were supposed to, and we ended up with quadruple the amount of seedlings that we needed, and it overwhelmed us to the point where we just let them all die. I think by the time that we dug the garden,
I hand-tilled it.
we probably only had about a dozen or so seedlings to actually put into the ground.
Did you know you don't need a 10 by 20 foot garden for a family of 3?
That's what we're trying for.
The more you know.
We were just so overwhelmed by that, around him moving jobs. At the end of it, it just didn't work out.
Run.
over $100 worth of baby chickens, and a lot of them were for meat. They were buff Orpingtons, so they're kind of like a dual purpose bird. We also had a lot of different mixed breeds, like there was some like hatchery mixes and a few silkies in there as well. What we ended up doing was, so that all the birds of the same age stayed together, we ended up putting both kinds, the special ones and then the meat birds too, in the same chicken tractor that we had just learned how to make too. It was honestly a little bit late, and so we were dragging it around our front yard. We ended up moving them to our second kind of property, and they just kept getting attacked and dug under and dug into. We'd lose like one here and there, and we didn't really think much of it. We were like, okay, this is how we'll fix it. And so for a while we went without any accidents or anything. One day I had our little buddy Peep on my shoulder, and I was walking over to go check on the chickens and feed and water them before I went to my morning shift job, and it was a mess to clean up.
There was probably about 30.
I was thinking 20, but somewhere between there.
Well, we had gotten...
Oh yeah, it
20,
was just 20 meat birds. So
yeah.
then there were extras.
Yeah, probably less than 30. Probably like 25 maybe. Well, Chad, the courts have decided that being a frat bro isn't illegal, but no more hazing. Adding on to the whole loss of the meat chickens and a few of those barnyard mixed birds, we had kept a few barnyard mixes that were a lot smaller. All the silkies that we had purchased, we had kept them over here, and we kept them in this little pen that we call the pullet pen. So, you know, right before they're put into the main coop with the bigger chickens, so they don't get like killed, you know, by them. We put them in this pen after they come out of the brooding area, and we decided that instead of keeping them cooped up in this really small pullet coop, we decided to put them in the chicken tractor. They liked it, they flourished, everything was fine. We had brought it back over here in our yard, and once Peep came along, we were spoiling her, and yeah, she was just one little chick, and we didn't want to throw her in with these pullets, and we actually tried to, and they
scalped her.
Yeah, they tore her skin off, so we're like, yeah, no.
But she survived. She's alive.
But we wanted her to have a chance to live. So what we did is we took these turkeys and these pullets, we took them out, introduced them to our chickens, everything was fine. We introduced the ducks on the same day, so everyone was introduced, everyone was fine together. We put Peep in the tractor so she can have a space to run around and have on her own, and
be isolated to recover too.
These pullets and these turkeys never went into the coop with the chickens. I don't know if they were getting beat up at night or whatever it was, but they just thought that this tractor was their home, so they decided to flock or sleep onto this tractor at nighttime. For probably like a week straight, we would each night take them and we would put them in the coop, show them where to sleep. It got to the point where we would go out there and we'd count them, and we'd be missing one or two. It'd go from one or two to, oh, we're missing four, and then it'd go from that to, oh, where's the turkeys at? And then it went from that to, okay, we have to do something because we have
4 left.
yeah, like 4 left. By the middle of the summer, we were left with 3 ducks. One of them had passed away somehow, and 1 silkie. That's it.
Out of, I want to say it was close to $140, and that's probably the minimum side of it.
There's probably around 50 birds.
Yeah, constant death rate.
It
all
was
throughout the year, just death after death. And
we got them at the beginning of the spring, so March or April, and by midsummer, all but 3 ducks and 1 silkie was dead.
Yep.
And the loss with that for us was just so hard and so quick that it was like, man, it was like whiplash.
Yeah. Losing a bird of your flock or any other animal on your homestead, it'll hit you hard. Losing all of them, if you ever have, it's a feeling of failure.
It makes you not want to continue doing it.
Yeah.
But we knew that we couldn't just give up on our dream, so of course we continued, and we're still doing it to this day, of course. And we will try again in the near future. That just hit us so hard. That was a really big hit on our homestead. Wow, babe, this dozen eggs for $10 was pretty cheap.
Cheap. So I got a different job that would be better. I left because we wanted better. But I ended up finding a help wanted ad at this nearby restaurant. It had a little bit more hours than what I was making at the factory job, but it was a bit of a pay cut for sure. You know, I tried to work more to supplement for that, and that took away a lot of the homestead time. As we gained more bills, not saying we tried to live a larger kind of life, but we had to take on a few more bills. So a lot of our dreams and goals were just put on sort of back burner kind of thing, and we just did it when we could. And it just didn't always work out. And that was really saddening for us too. It put us in terrible moods, and we wanted to do more and couldn't find the time to, so we'd try to adjust it, and then it wouldn't work out, and we'd be short on cash, and then we'd try to make up for it, and it's just a whole cycle.
Sure hope this doesn't scramble. Hopefully this isn't too hard. Maybe it'll be easy.
Yeah, over easy.
And then, boom, we got hit with a blown head gasket. So that was a massive hit. We didn't have a car. We were borrowing cars, trying to make it meet.
We do have a vehicle now, though. It's not the blown head gasket car, thankfully.
It's
but
a very blessed kind of situation.
I mean, worst case scenario, we wake up and have breakfast ready for us.
Hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah. One of the biggest goals we had was to make YouTube our full-time job, pretty much. And we never got to making full-length YouTube videos just because of everything that was going on. It was just so overwhelming. It was way too overwhelming for us. And the fact that we had a toddler now running around, not crawling, he was running.
He's crazy, man. For sure. All that being said, it was just a really big domino effect just throughout the year. Kind of one thing after another. This isn't a pity party. This is a reflection, because we have better news here in a minute.
And we've learned so much from just 2024. We became way more involved in our church. You know, a lot of our mission now and our goals and ambitions are around God's plan for us.
A lot of lessons, a lot of good things happen.
Blessings.
Blessings. A lot of breakthroughs, a lot of good experiences, even after we had these terrible things just going on. But the biggest one that kind of influenced us towards the end of the year to be doing what we're doing now, that we're going to explain about, is we both pretty much fell out of love with our home and homestead at the same time.
We are blessed to have received this home. We will always remember this home. It was the first home we got together. It was the home we got married in, the home we had our first child in.
First steps, first birthday,
everything.
All of it. And it's very bittersweet. I would love to fix this place, but it ain't getting fixed.
We were really excited to put all of our all into it, and as much money as we needed to into it, and we did. When we got together and got here, we blew our tax return on this place, like, within
I'd
a
say
month.
Close to $5,000. But our mindset was that a roof over your head, a hot meal, and your family makes you rich. And that's very true. It does. You know, you can't deny that.
The reason why we're leaving is because there is problems with this house that cannot be fixed without tearing it down, pretty much. That's the only way to fix a lot of these problems.
You would be better off starting from scratch and building yourself a single bedroom home than to tear this apart and try to fix it.
Yeah.
Another factor of it is we keep having to dump a lot of money into this place.
It was thrown into our hands by the Lord, and we took as much advantage over it as we could. And now we just think it's better for our family, our growing family, mind you, to do something else. The amount of bills that we pay on this place is overwhelming, and we live paycheck to paycheck. We're not going to get anywhere with this house. We're not going to get anywhere with this property. So we're just ready to leave. We've put a lot of money, a lot of literal And I mean literal blood, sweat, and tears in this place.
So we fell out of love with this place, and here's what we're gonna do about it.
Actually, babe, I think you're gonna need a bigger one. So to recap the most important part of our 2024, the social media aspect to it. As our homestead started slowing down, it became winter, we were winterizing it, and it overall became dormant. We slowed down posting. Towards the end of the year, we just completely quit posting. We were just trying to think about our lives and what was to become of our future. We were trying to figure out how to take all these problems that we went throughout the year and how to fix them.
It was mentally draining, you know, because you feel like you're not doing enough, but you know that you're capable of doing more. So you have to decide where can I put myself in more at.
And because of all that, 2025 is going to be completely different for us. So let's talk about that.
This is some hard wood. Make our social media great again. Starting small on the garden. We still have a lot of seeds left over. Probably do raised beds and pots more than digging into the ground just yet. Something a little less permanent.
Amen.
We're gonna do meat chickens again. Instead of trying to separate all of them, we're gonna have them together. They're just going to live among each other. So
our egg layers and our meat birds.
Yeah, they'll be fine cohabitating together because everybody free ranges for the most part. If you didn't see the boxes already, they're right here. We have a lot more to pack, but we are moving. So there'll be more videos to come on that. Another big thing that's going on is in November, we found out that there is another baby coming. But we're pregnant, we don't know what it is yet.
Right now I'm 17 weeks. Almost halfway there, which is crazy to think about. So.
Went by quick. But we're looking at end of July, about 1st of August, something like that.
Yeah, end of July, early August.
Another big thing we want to focus on is just spending more time together as a family, going on adventures and hiking and taking care of our homestead more one-on-one. I babied Peep. She was my shoulder bird. I want all my birds to do that. I love my bird. I love my duck too, man. The last biggest thing is that I've gotten a new job. There's an apprenticeship for a plumbing company. They do other things, but plumbing is what I'll be doing. I'm taking a pay cut, but it'll work out more in the long run of things. There's a lot further that I can go up in the ladder rather than being a cook at someone's restaurant. With us moving, we're cutting costs and going to be able to put into a homestead more, and then putting my all into this new job is going to be great for us too. This isn't a pity party. We know what we've done wrong, and we know how we're going to fix it. We've asked the Lord a lot of questions, and He answers them all the time. Please ask Him anything you need to know, and He'll bring it to you.
We're excited about the future. We're excited to see what it holds.
Yeah, this year's going to be a big one.
And we actually mean that, even though we're almost 3 months into it.
Yeah, a little bit of a late start, but when you use all year to figure out what's going on, you kind of got a plan in those beginning months.
Yeah.
In this video, I just want to take a small moment to say thank you to everybody that has helped us out over the past year and into this year. People from like my dad to your dad to my mom and stepdad as well. They've helped us in some ways. And I know
Other family members.
Other family members too, aunts, uncles, cousins. I can't name all of you, I'm sorry.
The church.
The church especially, they're called Faith Fellowship. They're here in Franklin County, Virginia.
The people of the church.
The people of the church. We're very blessed to be a part of that family. Our son teaches us stuff every day. Anybody you want to talk about? I got one more person that we'll save for last.
Is it God?
It is God.
That's the only one I have to thank.
Yeah, just thank you, God.
Amen.
You do so much for us.
I am the editor of the duo. I edit the videos.
I watched.
As we wrap up this video, with it being our first video, I wanted it to stand out amongst some of our other videos that will come out. Not all of them will be like this. This is just how we wanted to do our first, just to make it stand out a little bit. We're gonna be on a weekly schedule. Some things in this video might be a little bit controversial and offensive to some people. The Lord made us the way we are, and He made you the way you are, and God bless you, no matter what. Whoever you are, God bless you. This YouTube channel is going to be focused around our lives, trying to inspire other people to do what we're doing, and to show our kids that we weren't that big of failures. We actually tried for them. Again, this video is just like a little quirky, dumb video that I wanted to post. So, this is our first video. Real quick before we end, I do want to say that no matter what video it is, comments will be cut off. We will probably have children in them many times, and I'm not having those freaks on this in our comments. So if you want to contact us, you can click the link tree down in the description below. It has our email, it has all of our social medias where you can get into contact with us. So if you really need to contact us, or you have questions, or whatever the case may be, contact us on there. Our next video, the one after it actually, we're going to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions for us, whether it be about this video or our lives in general or whatever it may be, email us or DM us and just let us know what question you have, and you will be featured in that video.
If you liked this video at all, go give our TikTok some love before they shut it down. Rakes Road.
Thank you for watching.